Make sure I'm good to go here. Cool. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're turning in from. Welcome to another live. The markets are open and we're ready to trade. I'm Roderick Mack, head trader of MTF, that's Max Trading Family, where I teach and help other traders to pass their Topstep combines fast, trade better, and move consistently, and grow together into profitable traders. If you want to learn more or join the community, check the first link in the description. Tonight, I'll be trading on my practice account forward testing the exact strategy I used to pass my Topstep combines in just 2 days, only taking 2 trades. Full breakdown is in the second link below. And if you're new to trading, welcome. I got something for you as well. The 0 to 1 trading guide, third link in the description below. That'll help you place your first trade and actually understand the market. Remember, breathe, take your time, focus on one good trade at a time, and know that the profits are in your patience. Quick disclaimer, nothing here is financial advice. I'm sharing my trades and my process. You're responsible for your own trades and risk. Alright, let's dive in. You can start the music here. See what the market has for us. Today is Sunday night. I usually don't trade on Sunday nights. I really don't trade Sundays. I just use them as my forward testing, back testing, and just overall getting ready for the week. Getting ready for the next day as I review my trades. Today's Sunday night again, so probably something like tomorrow night or Tuesday night I will be back testing my trades from the morning. I'm usually a market open type of trader. My strategy, I call it Gold Flow 13 or GF13 for short. It's more of a 13 EMA trading strategy. The rules are simple. First things first, a new higher high or lower low. Secondly, I need a pullback to my 13 EMA. After that, I need a rejection off my 13 EMA. This shows confirmation that we want to continue. And then next candle, after that candle closes off the rejection of the 13 EMA, I need a break of candle back in the trend direction. As soon as that candle breaks, that's momentum confirmed. At that very point, that's where I enter. Stop loss above or below that wick. And from there, I just ride it to TP. Now, if I'm on a funded account, I'm either trading this for 2 contracts. And again, it's only a gold. I only trade gold personally. You can trade it on other strategies there. But if it's on gold, 2 contracts, 2 regular gold contracts, 7.5 points, 1,500 on the Topstep account, and you're halfway funded. Do that again, day 2, you're funded. $3,000 goal, boom. Now, sometimes I do up the risk for 3 gold contracts using the strategy. All I need is 5 points, and I'm at 1,500 again. Again, 2 days in a row, funded. And then once I am funded, I lower my risk a lot. I am down to like recently for the month of November, going into December this month, I've been only trading 2 micro gold contracts, and yes, I am funded. I don't think it's shown in the left corner, but yes, I am a funded trader as well with Topstep here. I only have 1 funded. Taking my time with that, cooling as we move into December here. May trade another account with the community there as we get ready for the new year. But that's currently where I am now. If any questions or anything, drop them in the voice chat. In the meantime, we'll just be watching the market, chillaxing, seeing how everything goes, and then seeing if the strategy pops up and taking it from there. Again, I'm on my practice account. Usually I just let trades fly. I'm not a nighttime trader or slow market or Asian trading time. I'm in Eastern time zone, so right now it's 8:24 as I say this. So it's nighttime for me. Again, this is the time I just chill before bed or whatnot to look at the market, kind of get ready for the next day. So welcome to the first live. Gonna try to be more consistent with these as the next year comes. Just to relax. I already do it automatically when I hop on the live with the community and kick back a little bit, see what we can do here. Mess around a little bit, trade, all the fun stuff. Something like this. When the market's also slow, I take the setup off the 200. So I was watching this earlier. I probably would have took a buy somewhere in this earlier. Let's see. So hopefully price continues to push up. That's 8:30 is about to begin here. Look for a new higher high to be created. Hopefully break these highs, show confirmation that we want to keep going up. And as you see here on my screen, I think it's locked at the moment. I have breathe here because a lot of traders forget to breathe as we trade. That's why they mess up. You don't feel it. That's the funny thing. You think like, okay, breathe. Of course I'm breathing while I'm trading. But you if you videotape the way you trade, and I've learned this. I forget his name, so I can't quote him. But if somebody does know him, drop him in below or something like that. But he just always said how when traders trade, they don't see it, but they'll like tense up or they'll hold their breath after placing the trade, and once they get nervous and all that. So I placed that there as a reminder to myself, and hopefully as you see it, to take a deep breath once in a while you're trading. So every time I look at that as I'm trading, it reminds myself to take a deep breath, take my time, one good trade at a time, wait patiently for my setup, and then it'll come. I'm gonna go ahead and get my music turned on here. We just relax as the market tunes in here, turns up a little bit. That's why I don't really trade the slow markets. It's nice sometimes to forward test my setup because the candles are slower, but usually the fast markets will help push my trade into the TP and right where I want to be. But again, it's also nice to these slow markets to practice just reading the candles, getting a better eye for price action and my setup, patience, to test this patience, just to chill, relax for the next morning. So I'm waiting for price to create a new higher high here, push up a little bit. Beforehand, we're getting some motion. Hopefully, we get continuation. Boom. Okay, so price pushes up. We finally get that new higher high. That's exactly what we're looking for. That market to open up. Move this out the way here. We'll keep it in frame. So that's exactly what we were looking for. Step 1, price created a new higher high. Step 2, we're waiting for a pullback to my 13 EMA, which is going to be this white line here. And then step 3, we're waiting for a wick rejection off that 13 EMA, and then from there we'll start looking for entries. But as of now, step 1, new higher high. Kind of broke this minor structure, but I'm also glad that we broke this more of a major structure here. Top high point. We had all-time new highs. Might be at all-time new highs on gold. That. This price continues to push up here. And when we get that new higher high, we want to see something like this. As you see, price pull back, touches these EMAs. Don't close under them. I need a wick rejection off the EMAs. My candle close any type below. It can be the smallest amount. I pass up on it. That strictness, that perfectness, that really being on it about that has saved me a bunch, and that's what allows me to follow my rules and trade how I trade. Now again, step 1, new higher high. Patiently wait here. Again, next deep breath. Take my time, and now we just patiently wait for a pullback to the 13 EMA, wick rejection. See how price reacts there. Now if price comes down and closes below, pushes back up and then rejects, I don't like that. I'd start back over. I need a new higher high, and it has to come straight off that higher high. Now with this being a practice account, I might be a little lenient on my entries and whatnot. This price action looks nice though. I like it. Bounce off the 200 here. Looks like we tried to bounce off the VWAP here at first. Went up a little bit, came down, pushed a little over, bounce off the 200. Kind of bounce off this demand area. Again, I'm on the 1 minute here. Push out the demand area. Push up a little bit. Tested the VWAP. Price failed to push lower. Continued to push up. And now we're breaking new highs. Now I'm just waiting for that higher low to be created off that 13 EMA. Again, this is the same strategy I trade in the mornings. For the mornings, for me, depending on where you live, market open, probably the easiest way to say it. For me, it's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. With the Discord crew, I'm usually in there, I hop in 9:20, hop in there with the music and everything, say what's up to everybody else when they slowly hop in, and from there, 9:30, I'm live looking for trades. Nothing before, and then I trade till about 11 if it does get that far. Usually doesn't. Sometimes like October when the price action was moving and actually good, we were done before sometimes 9:45, but for sure before 10. Lately November, price slowed down a little bit. Haven't been getting done around 9 or 10:20, 10:30. So about an hour, about 50 to an hour into the session. This will be my first live. Like I said, I don't really trade slow markets live. I'm just messing around, see how long we're gonna be on for the night. Might try it for an hour, maybe two. See how much time I got. But it being Sunday, I don't like looking like the Monday markets on Sunday. Something like a Monday night or a Tuesday night where I can actually back test the morning's trade and go over that with you guys. This being a new week, I'm just looking seeing what we get. See where the market goes from here. Here we go. Price starting to pull back a little bit. Again, I need a pullback. Step 2, I need a pullback to my 13 EMA, which is this white line here. For step 3 is a wick off of that, and then once I get that wick, that's when I start looking for my entry. But right now, step 2, pullback. If you missed step 1, new higher high. We got that, breaking this high and breaking this high. Step 1 complete. Now step 2, a pullback to the 13 EMA, and it has to tap. See this usually. I don't need that big. Step 1. New higher high. Get this smaller. If you guys can see that, yep. So step 1, new higher high. See, this is a nice pullback, but I'm picky. I needed to actually tap. I need to actually see it touch my 13 EMA. See, as price starts to slow down, hopefully get it. Step 2. Pull back to 13 EMA, which then gets us a step 3, wick off 13 EMA. Now let's patiently wait for that. That's what we'll be waiting for, which would bring us to step 4. Get this ready just in case. Step 4. What? Entry at break of candle. And then I'll just put stop loss below wick. So right now we're waiting on step 2 and step 3. A pullback at the 13 EMA and a wick off the 13 EMA. Again, I looked at my breathe. Nice reminder. Take a deep breath. Relax. Let's wait for the setup. Some music on for myself here. Okay, boom. Here we go. So we got that pull back to the 13 EMA. It tapped. Now we're waiting for a wick rejection. Now, we started the wick up and break candle would be here. I'm getting in with 2 micros. Now we get break of candle, boom, we got pullback and a wick. And then step 4 is entry at break of candle. At this very moment, break of candle is here at 4274.2. Now this candle closes, that top of that candle would be our new entry. So we'll wait for that. Oh, I might get entry here. Keep an eye on the clock. And of course my stop loss is going to go under this wick. Now I'm going to test something tonight. I've been wanting to work on entry is now moved to new break of candle. Okay, I am now in. I'm gonna get rid of my oh man, I'm gonna try to get out of re-entry. I did not move my stop loss fast enough. Matter of fact, let me get rid of that real quick. Save changes. I will see if we're gonna re-entry here. Was not anticipating that. See, so now we're waiting for re-entry a break of candle at 4273.8. We'll look for something like this. My stop loss up. Stop loss will be below this wick. There we go. Alright, stop loss below this wick. Now a TP, I would just watch. See what price does. See if we can get some continuation. Boom, entry at break of candle. Stop loss below wick. Step 4. Now again, I am on my practice account since I don't normally trade the slow markets. And as of tonight, I want to practice on seeing this price move. Kind of practice on getting out manually instead of having to set stop loss. To see if we can get some continuation off here. And then the only time I would close early or think about closing early is if I get a candle to close below my 13 EMA. Until then, I'm just cooling. Again, just unlock this. It's this big thing right here. Just breathe. It's the easiest and the best part. Once you get in, you can just relax. I want to practice on getting to 200 tonight. See if I can follow price. I'm on the 1 minute. I'll take all my setups on the 1 minute here. Let me know if that's better. That should be. I think I turned my mic up a lot. If not, I'll just. Try to keep a little music on here for the quiet times. All right, boom. So as price starts to move up here, this is good. I like this. Starting to get some volume. Again, I want to start taking profit. I want to take my first profit. This is good. I actually like that spike. I'm gonna sell one off at the top of that candle there if I can get it to push back up there, and then I'll trail the second entry. Appreciate it. I'm gonna take one off, move that. I'm gonna take one off at 80, that 80 level, and then we'll see how it starts to respect those levels there. No, yeah, for sure. Hope it's like this in the morning as well. Hopefully I get some continuation here. I got pretty close to the 80s level, but so to get some rejection now. See if I'm on my. See, now if I'm on a funded, I'm going for 7.5 points with these same two contracts, but regular. So I have quite having a good TP there. If you're with 3 contracts, you're going for 5 points. See, 5 contracts or 3 contracts for 5 points would have been hit 1500 on their combine there. That's what I usually shoot for on the combines. Either 2 contracts for 7.5 or 3 for 5 points. Kind of why I like the 3 for 5 more. The risk is a little bit more, but you hit TP a lot quicker and more consistently. So I mainly take my setups on the 1 minute, mainly looking at the 1 minute. I originally started out training the 5 minutes, so I kind of have, I don't know if intuition the word would be for it, but a good read on the 5 minutes. So I'll split screen the 5 minute on the side as well. Cause I just like to see the 5 minute. You kind of see if candles are not gonna go in your direction, or if it makes sense or not. So I do, like I said, you can perfectly go out the 1 minute. Sometimes I even forget the 5 minutes over there, but I do have it on the side here. So the way I'm looking at this candles might come down a little bit more, which I wouldn't be opposed to that. Because then I could also scale in, because we got a new higher high. Look at this. We got a new higher high. Boom, step 1. Step 2, we might get another entry, which is a pullback to the 13 EMA and a wick off the 13 EMA. So if I get a setup within a setup, obviously I like the confluence, and I wouldn't be opposed to scaling in. So we'll keep an eye on that. But again, just like the first setup, I actually needed to touch this 13 EMA. Now if it doesn't, of course we got the first entry, so we might just blast up, which would be nice as well. And again, I am very picky. I need that pullback and touch off the 13 EMA, or I'm not looking for it. See, this is not good enough. Got close, looks good. I like the candles that formed here. Old me would have not hesitated on hopping in that break a candle, but gotta be strict on those rules. They're there for a reason. Might get it though. Let's see. Boom. Okay, so 13 EMA has tapped. Now I will enter in with 1 contract. Stop by 1 micro at break of candle, which at this moment is 4276.2. But this candle, if this candle does not do it, it'll adjust there. 3 seconds. Okay, new scaling spot is 4276 flat. So boom, step 1, new higher high. Step 2, a pullback. Excuse me. Step 2, a pullback to the 13 EMA. Step 3, a wick off the 13 EMA, as you see here. And boom, it blasted straight to step 4, which is our entry at the break of candle. And this is a scaling position, or where's my tool? That wick would be below. Something like that. This was first entry. And again, TP would be discretionary. I'm gonna keep my entry or my exit at that 4280. See if we can get out there. Boom, we got in 1 entry or 2 entries. 2 beautiful entries. Stop loss is the same. Looking for that same exit. First exit is at 4280. I'm in 3 micros. We're going to take 1 there. Looking at the 5 minute. 5 minutes looks a little iffy there. Might reverse on us here. But that's what we just sit on our hands and be patient and watch for. Again, I won't close early until a candle closes below my 13 EMA. And then I'll play it by ear if I just have no faith in it. I won't hesitate to get out, and then I'm also not like a well, maybe. No, if I don't like it and it's not looking good, I'll just pull it. Again, just looked at my breathe. Nice reminder to breathe throughout our trades. Deep breath. Let price do what it do. Hit TP or take profit. This is gold. I'm looking at gold at the moment. More micro gold. So I don't like that on a 5 minute. Our 5 minute looks bearish. So actually, I will keep an eye on this. I'm going to, what am I sell? I'm going to take one position off. So I took one position off, stop loss at the same area. And then I'm also going to take one off if we do continue to push up at 42.80. Looking at my 5 minute, it looks like we're about to flip to the sell side. Let me clean up my screen a little bit here. We'll see what price does here. Appreciate it. We got to these like 478 levels. Hesitated at the 480 levels, or couldn't even reach up there, and then we started the reverse. So we failed to create a new higher high off this push up. I wouldn't be opposed to closing one early here. Limit buy, limit sell, stop sell, stop sell. I wouldn't be opposed to closing one early here and seeing what price does, because just looking at it now, looks a little iffy. Let's see what it does here. I would like this candle to continue to push up. If it closed below, obviously that's not something we want to be in. Cause see, that's a iffy. It might reverse, push down now. Order filled. Okay, so got out on one position, stop loss back at the same, and then we'll just ride this one out. Again, I don't want to see candles close below, but I'll just sit this one out. Mentally watch it, hit stop loss. Maybe it creates support. Maybe it doesn't. Got TP at, well, let's see, what am I in? I think I might have accidentally got an extra con. Put TP at 420.80 flat. I'm trading gold, or micro gold contracts, MGC. I forgot I gotta be specific on that, just in case. Micro gold contracts on the 1 minute. See what this candle does. If I get a nice push here, I'll feel confident about the trade. Get a nice engulfing or your XFA live. I usually trade my XFA, which in New York open, but I am trading my practice right now. I'm the slow markets Asian session. I only trade my practice account. It's like, this is Sunday night, start of the week, so I don't really have trades to go over. But like something like tomorrow night, if you're in here, I'll be going over the trades I took in the morning. But during the slow markets and everything, I'll be trading my practice account, just going over my strategy, forward testing, mentally going over things. And this just helps me talk it out. I usually already do it, so I was like, why not just go on live? So here I am. I like this level we created here. I like the 5 minute as well. Again, let me see, 420.80. Limit sell to 420.80 is my first TP. So that helped answer your question. I do have an XFA. My screen's not big enough to show it, but I do have an XFA, but right now I am currently on the practice. Good push up here. Then again, looking at the 5-minute, I won't be surprised if this ends up being a bearish candle, just because we ended up pushing up first. Which I'm in sales. I'm gonna sell one off here. I'll move my stop loss up to 4272.4, just because I don't have faith in this candle remaining bullish. But if it does, I might take profit at 4280. I just don't got faith in this candle being remaining bullish. The fact that we pushed up first is something. It tells me we want to create a top wick for it to continue pushing down. I use this analogy. Usually I do weekly webinars for the community, from a community. I use this analogy how candles 9 times out of 10 are like, they usually like look like slingshots. It's like when a candle first opens up, I like to go the opposite direction I want it to go in because it's creating that wick first. Because what are the odds that let me see if I can pull the 5-minute frame. Let me double check you can see the 5-minute frame. Yep. All right, so what are the odds that, or how many candles have you personally seen where a candle opens like this, pushes up, and we have no bottom wick? So that tells me that since price pushed up first, we're creating a top wick for price to push down. Now, of course, if it pushes up, obviously I like it because I'm in bias here, but it's the odds of it having zero wick is just, you tell me how many times you've seen it. So I wouldn't be surprised if this candle pushes down towards the end of it. That's the 5-minute I just showed you, and there's 2.5 more minutes on that. So we'll see, obviously, how it ends. But just throughout trading this, I've not seen a lot of candles that end exactly like that. I got rid of my breathe. Let me pull that back. Just get rid of this rest of the stuff. But again, if it does, I'm on the right side of it, and I wouldn't be opposed to it. Getting on my breather, take a deep breath, take my time, let the trade play out. How long have you been trading? I actually was talking about this conversation today. Let me pull the exact number for you. Since I've started trading, I've tracked every single trade. From our first trade to the trade I took on Friday. I've been trading since 4 years. But I like to say 3 because my first year I started trading in April, and then I took 2 trades in April, like less than 20 trades in May, 2 trades in June, 1 trade in July, and then quit a little bit or stopped, and then came back in October, took a few trades, and then I stopped trading. It was my first time trading. My story is how I started trading. My uncle called. He was like, "Hey, try trading," and I was like, "Eh." He was like, "I'll send you $100. Just trade it, try it." I said, "Bet." Sent me $100. Put it into account. I tried it out. Rest is history. We're first couple months, I should say. I was making cents. I think my first trade I ever traded, I don't even know what pair this is. I started on Forex. Euro PLN. Anybody know what PLN is? Euro PLN. I made $1.38. Second trade, odd USD, made $6. And then after that, lost $1. After that, lost 92 cents. After that, lost 39 cents. You get the picture. I was trading cents there. Didn't understand what I was doing. I wish I had a picture of my charts then. But it was legit. 50 lines. Just clicking buy or sell. All right, boom. So that's the first trade. But yeah, so that answers your question. 3-4 years, depending on how you want to put it. And what I usually do when I'm actually trading live, I'll go ahead and review my trade. I have a trading plan here. This is my first year trading. I don't know if you can see it. I have a trading plan here. I do I put the date, the pair I traded. Use now it's just like GC. I used to put profit or loss when I traded my live account, but either put challenge or XFA or a live account there. So I'll put practice account or challenge, win or loss, and then I put my reasoning why, or like something like, let me see, my second year trading. You'll see something like this, more in depth. I don't know if you can see that, more in depth there. I put the screenshot of every trade I've taken. I journal every trade, words wise. I'm not sure if you can see this. And then I have a chart of every trade I've taken. So I do that constantly, every single trade. Legit, if you said a day, what you do on this day, this year, if I traded that day, that year, I have a trade. I can tell you how I was feeling and what happened that day. But nice trade. I could break that down. Let's go ahead and break that trade down. So boom. Step 1, we got a new higher high here. Price broke these highs. Step 2, a pullback to the 13 EMA, which we first got here. Step 3, a wick off the 13 EMA. So as soon as this candle taps, now we're looking for a wick. We got the wick. We got confirmation of the wick. As soon as this candle closed, we stop order 2 micro gold contracts. As soon as that candle broke here at 4273.8, I got in. I was triggered in. I placed stop orders because the price is going to it. And then as soon as I got in there, stop loss goes below, and then take profit is depending on what account you're trading. You go and place it up top. Now I also practice on scaling in. I scaled in because price traded a new higher high. Step 1. Step 2, a pullback to the 13 EMA. Step 3, another wick off the 13 EMA. And then step 4, as soon as that candle gets a break, which here at 42.76 flat, I got in, scaled in one more contract. And then from there, stop loss was the same. TP was the same. And then from there, rest is history. I'm going to short the FS out of the Bitcoin for my first. Are you on your XFA now, or like you're talking about tomorrow? How was Bitcoin doing? I'm pretty sure last I checked, it reached back up to what, 90,000? 90, oh no, 80. Golly, it's back to 87. You know, a short might not be a bad idea. I didn't even know we could trade Bitcoin. Let me look it up. Something I'd be scared to trade Bitcoin. Can you trade micro? Oh, you could do micro Bitcoin. So I'm guessing you could trade regular Bitcoin. What's the only micro Bitcoin? I got you. So soon, when you do get that XFA, hey, the strategy adds up. Short might be in there, might be the way. Where would you put your TP? Where you see Bitcoin going down to? I wish I could have it like the mic to where like times I'm not talking, I got the music up. Let's see, cause I want it too loud. Let's look for another setup. As we see, price created a new. Obviously, price broke these highs. This is actually beautiful. Price broke these highs, new higher high. Patiently waiting for. Actually, let's make this easier on myself. Back before I deleted everything. Back. And there we go. Okay. Of course, breathe. Reminder to take a deep breath. Alright, price created a new higher high. Wait for a pullback to the 13. So right now we're waiting for that pullback. And we'll go from there. I'm gonna calm mine, but I went over the consistency rule because I didn't even realize what was there. I am almost there. I gotta make. Oh. Sub 40K November 2026. You know, as a Bitcoin in there, I would not be too mad at that because that would just be a great spot for another entry. Personally, I don't see it going under 53, 54K. Worst case scenario, I don't see it going under there. I haven't done my research. I will be honest, that is from other words, but trusted source of other guys who look at Bitcoin more than me say worst case scenario 53. But in that 60 range, if it did go down to 46, I would not be mad because again, that's a better entry to hop in at. So you might get another entry here. Step 2, pull back to 13 EMA and wick off the 13 EMA. But also that is nice that you $200 win, one good trade at a time, and you will hit your goal there, which is fire. Oh, that's what I was trying to check out. Get my music back up here. Okay, so we got to pull back to the 13 EMA, but we didn't tap the 13 EMA. Pull back but not tap. This is not valid right now. I'm still waiting for this right here. Step 2 has not been played yet. Picky. Needs to be perfect. It's not a perfect trade if it's not perfect. Sounds simple, but you'd be surprised. Reminder that the first link in the description is my community. If you caught the first trade with us or like to learn more about it, you can check the second link in the description, which is just my gift to you guys, which is be my strategy complete breakdown. I just worked on it today, finished it today. My gift to you guys for the holidays. If you'd like to learn more of the strategy, more of a breakdown, that is for you. Checklists, weekly review that usually only drop in the VIP, but weekly review for you guys. If you'd like to watch that, complete breakdown, checklist, and photo examples that you can look at in different conditions. That is for you. Second link in the description. You can check that out. I think it's GF13 or Gold Flow 13 complete breakdown. You can check that out. And then third link, if you're new to trading, 0 to 1 blueprint, which will help you place your first trade. That's kind of if you want to gift it to somebody or something like that who's never traded before, that is there as well. I'm gonna say sub 48 because last 3 top Bitcoins, C70 could be different this time, I suppose. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. 40K, because then you could also be looking at the 30Ks. The only reason I think Bitcoin won't hit the 40K or like hit the same as the 75% or 85% drop as we have been seeing, because we haven't had institutional backing like we have had now. Again, I'm not an this is just discretionary talking, but it's regular talk, chatting. I just, when have we ever seen throughout any of these 4-year cycles banks and the government back it like it's been? This is the first. So I guess only time will tell, honestly, how this will go. And then obviously when the next halving happens, the next 4-year cycle starts to ramp up, how will things react? Because obviously by then will be what I think the president has one more year in there. I know that, but yeah. Hey, it'll be fun to see. If it goes down that low, it'd be great because that's just a better buying opportunity for us. Or like you said, you get an XFA, you can just short it right to there. Just hold a long-term position. See if you can get something down to the long side. Get scale in as we start hitting lower numbers, and then scale out as we get lower and lower. Would be a cool trade to hop in. Okay, I would like to see this. I would like to have seen this touch the 13 EMA a little bit more. I'm about to hop in it. Again, practice account, just letting stuff fly. Pull back to the 13 EMA, wick off the 13 EMA, step forward, entry at break of candle, stop loss below wick. So I'm in at break of candle, stop loss below wick, as I just said. So boom, we get our pullback and wick off the 13 EMA, entry at break of candle, stop loss below wick after step 1 or new higher high. And then I'm just going to again play this one off the mental here. We are at the 88 levels. We're fighting the 90 levels right now, which we just rejected crazy off of. So we'll see. The algorithm is weird when you look at it. Easier for me to look at cycles in terms of president. Yeah. President's election dates seem to be more accurate, but all good. Gold is ridiculous these days. Yeah. Gold is ridiculous. I don't see it stopping. Though. I see gold continuing to go up. I think I read somewhere that gold's best month is in December. Again, heard that somebody. I will have to look back at the charts. Probably after I get off of this, honestly, or tomorrow before I actually place the trade to see how it has performed. Because I mean, if that's the case, if it's gonna beat something like October, then I'll take it. As only a gold trader, I'll like something like that. But no, yeah, the president elections, going off of things, that's what I like to look at. So we gotta see how the next president reacts off of thinking about crypto. Does he carry the torch, or does he carry the torch, or drops the ball? I think the way Trump has it going on right now, and again, not to make this about politics, I'm just talking about the markets here. It is what it is. But the way Trump has things going right now, he's pro crypto, obviously. Let's see this hit stop loss here. Awfully close. Alright, stop loss hit on that. But as I was saying, Trump's pro cryptos. Hopefully that continues on to carry the torch. And as he says, he wants to be number one. I wouldn't be opposed to getting at a re-entry. If you look here, new higher entry would just be higher. Boom, new higher high. They get a new higher high. Pull it back to the 13 EMA, but this looks like it's about to continue to melt. And the way the candle is open, the candle opened below the 13 EMA. EMA is starting to look over the top like it might start trending down. Silver's popping too. What's the ticker for silver? I'm gonna get ready to. I'm gonna hop in this with. I'll hop back in it too. At this point, I'm just messing around mentally. Step 4, entry at break a candle. This is probably going to continue to melt. Yeah. Not hopping in this. So boom, reset rules. See what price wants to do here. Gonna take a deep breath and just wait. I see this dropping off. Might get a entry for the whatchamacallit. So where's popping? SL and Silver Micro, pretty sure. Oh. Okay, I do like this. Oh, I see it. Okay. We'll look at regular silver. Oh, yeah. Silver's been popping up since market open. And now it's starting to sell off. That's it. So it's the, what's the word? Is it mirror gold? I mean, it's been pushing up with gold, and now it's starting to pull back and deflate just like gold. With that being said, I'm gonna see if I can get a sell opportunity. I just realized I was muted this whole time. Hopefully I do not get in the habit of that. Next time if somebody's in the chat and you see me talking to nothing, please let me know. I am muted. Patiently waiting this trade here. As price slowly starts to melt down. See if we get some continuation. I like want to practice. I'm going to practice getting out manually instead of having to set stop loss like I wanted to earlier. Gauge price action. Build my mental fortitude and mental power. I do want to get out one contract at this level here at 42. Okay. Let me get flat. See your price could come back to 42.79 flat. I would like to get out of position if we come back down there. And I'll just watch. That was a devious wick. But as long as my EMA is 49, I feel confident in my setups and my trades here. Until then, might start sweating a little bit. Here's my rules for my setup, my strategy. GF flow or golden flow 13. GF 13 or golden flow 13. Strategies in the name. I only trade gold. I only trade the flow of the market off the 13 EMA. So that white line there is my 13. And then of course at the top, a reminder every time I look at it, every time I read it, to take a deep breath and breathe and just trade. Understand the market is here. The market's not going anywhere. My setup is here. My setup is not going anywhere. If it hits stop loss, it is what it is. If it's TP, cool. But at the end of the day, just breathe. All right, I'm out one con. We'll break even. Risk-free trade. Let's see if I can get out manually to get some continuation. On my 5-minute here, if you're looking at the 5-minute on your screen, again, I'm on the gold. On the 5-minute, we tapped my 13 EMA. Now I wouldn't be surprised if it started to push up. I'm gonna get in 3 in profit just because fees. But on the 5-minute, I wouldn't be surprised. Just following the setup on the 5-minute, I want to see. I wouldn't be surprised if it started pushing up. Until I start seeing something I don't like a lot, I will get out manually. Then, like if I start to see a candle push up on this candle and start seeing an engulfing candle, I'd get out. But at the moment, as you see, there's nothing that shows me alarmness that I should get out of this position. Nothing at all. So until then, I am sat on hands. Yeah, I want to see this candle close bullish. Up, bearish. Let me get my music back on. Okay, I like that. That's the candle I wanted to see. Hopefully, I want to see it break this lows and start to melt again. There we go. Come on, let me get some closure under these candles here. Or even some push. If I see this candle push below this wick right here, I feel confident that we might want to continue to start melting a little bit more. Possibly to these 70s. Or to the realistic more 71, 72 area. Might get a retest of my EMAs, honestly. This will be the candle. This 5-minute candle, new 5-minute candle, by the way. This 5-minute candle will tell me if we wanted to push up or not. On my 5-minute, we're following my rules. New higher high. Perfect rejection off the 13 EMA. Now I might continue up. So now I'll start to look at candles, see how they react. If I start to see a candle close above my 13 EMA on the 1 minute, I'll look out to get out early. But if we continue to get some respecting for the sell side, obviously I'll stay in. Okay, still not horrible. I like this candle. I do like this candle open. I would like to see this candle continue down. I would like to see this continue down. I could see it happening. I could see it happening. I wanted to break these lows. Obviously, these wicks creating this floor here is not what I want to see. But, again, we'll see what happens. Perfect. So I like this candle. Close. Close. Get a little burst at the end. Ooh. Not a burst quite that way. Okay, see now I start to gauge, start to see what price wants to do. Again, retesting the 13 EMA. I like that. I would just need to continue. I didn't like that last little burst. That's the last thing we want to see. This candle starts to push up and take us out. It takes us out. This candle closes above the 13 EMA. I'll close out early. Looking at the 5-minute, this might continue to push up. But we'll see. They may not. I like the rejection off the 13. This is wonderful. Following my strategy. Let me see. New lower low. So let me see. New lower low. Pull back to the 13 EMA. Wick off the 13 EMA. Entry at break a candle, so we would actually wait for the next candle. It'd be like right here. So let me see. This would be obviously in sales. It's lower low, and buys. It's higher high. So do a lower low. So boom, I actually would have had another buy opportunity to scale in there. So that gives me confidence that we might continue to melt down here. But I said earlier, the 42 levels. Let me mark that out. 41 to 42. Somewhere right here. I got some support here, if you guys can see that. I'd like to get out there. Let's see how price continues to push down. So if I did scale in there or waited for that trade, entry would have been at 4278.1. Stop loss there, which I'm actually going to put my break even mark at, is going to be at, because that's my new high, it would be 4280.9, which is stop loss, which is now my break even mark from the first entry. As you see here, new lower low, pull back to the 13 EMA, and try to break a candle. And then it happened again. New lower low, pull back to the 13 EMA, so you can see my steps here. I'll zoom in. Step 1, new lower low. Step 2, pull back to the 13 EMA. Step 3, a wick off the 13 EMA, which we got here. Step 4, entry at breakup candle. Stop loss above wick. Let me fix that because we're in sales. Stop loss above wick. So stop loss above the wick. And then your take profit is discretionary. For me, I am testing to see if I get to these at the support here, and that's, I was looking at the left. Looking left is where I got my number. I wish I would have gotten 3 contracts. Would have been able to test it a little bit more. I would have taken out another position there. Then the next setup I could have practiced taking out at when price started to slow down, which actually we'll see. You know what? I'm gonna hold to that. So mentally, let's say mentally, I have a take profit at 4272.7 if I got in another position. But mentally, I'm gonna get out at something. What's the word? Not mandatory. Something. I forget the word. I'm sorry, but something just where I'd be like, okay, I need to get out here. When I start see price. I need to tell price to tell me to get out. So that's what I'm practicing now. So boom, mentally TP2 would have been hit. TP1. Now, if I want to combine again, if I'm going to combine with 3 gold contracts, regular gold, TP would have been hit right here at 5 points for 1,500. Half run a combine, 2 days in a row, I'm funded. Now, if I'm on a 2 gold contract, this is my other risk, would be 7.5 points equals 1,500. 2 days in a row, funded. I'm waiting. You could be waiting for the 7.5 point 2 gold contracts. That TP hasn't quite got hit yet. See, now looking at this, I would be getting out here, but I'll wait for the candle to close. This is showing me that price wants to slow down, but we'll wait for the candle to close again. It's already a risk-free trade. We'll see how this candle closes, and then it's like when it keeps pushing up. But if I start to see a wick rejection down, I'll hold out. Two seconds. Yeah, okay. Got out manually here. I might start keep shooting down, but either way I'm out. So boom, another cool, clean trade this evening. So that was 2 setups in 1. My original entry was up here. And when there goes price, but first entry was up there. Was able to catch a nice 10-point scalp. Oh, we got out. No, not 10 points. Got out at 8 point. That's 8-point scalp. Satisfied with that. Price continues to push down at this other level. At the first high being broke at this 4270. Okay, so mentally note that price went to that edge on the high. Let's see if it actually reversed right above it. Probably at like 4271.1. 4270.1. Then it reversed. So we'll see where it breaks at. And I'm just mentally practicing my trade. And again, earlier we were in. During this time, I would be journaling my trade. That is a good. That was a. Wow, market's still going down. That was a good exit. Proud of that exit. So finally tapped those 42.70 marks. See if it continues to break through. Or does it reverse at the previous highs that is broken? So overall, 2 great setups today. That was the second trade for the day. This was the first trade of the day. I think we took some buys or something. Took something earlier. So first setup of the today was this right here. Get that show preference. Show chart executions. Boom. And then we scaled in. Scaled in again. About right here. Stop loss. Stop loss is below here. And then what we exited here. So it's TP. And then we got in the sales here. So far, a good night. Hopefully, this can continue over when I'm actually trading in the AM there. As gold continues to sell off here. Overall, I'll take it. Let's get another setup here. Gold would have tapped this 13 EMA. Could have got a sell opportunity again. But as we get closer to 200 EMA, that's where it starts to get tricky. When I get closer to 200 EMA, that's when I prefer to trade off of the 200 EMA. But overall, 2 to 3 trades I think I taken so far. Oh, well, the calendar won't even help because it counts every single trade, even TPs and scaling in and scaling out. So I think I took 3 trades, 3 or 4. Overall, good night. Overall, a good night. Let me see. This is pretty fun. I'm here all week. I'm going to try to get it inconsistent. That was pretty fun. Most definitely looking forward to doing this all week. So that's a wrap up for tonight's session. Whether you caught a setup or not, or you sat in your hands, you showed up. Thank you for showing up. This is the first of many, and that's what matters because every rep counts, even mentally. If you got any value from the stream, hit that like button, please, and subscribe so you don't miss the next live. And if you'd like to take this further, trade live with me, get weekly breakdowns, and follow the exact process I use to pass Topstep combines fast, the first link in the description is where you can join MTF. Come say what's up. Come join the crew. We'd love to have you. Now, if you're new and still learning the basics, start with the 0 to 1 trading guide, which will be the third link. And it'll cut months off your learning curve. It'll literally take you from 0 to 1, and then from there, start learning more, get the strategy, which is also provided, my gift to you for free. Remember, protect your capital, stay patient, take a deep breath, and let the market pay you for waiting. I appreciate every single one of you that came and showed up tonight. I'll see you in the next live. Trade smart, stay disciplined, and keep stacking good decisions. I'll catch you guys in the next one. So you go give a last minute setup? Nope. All right, then. You guys stay safe. Good luck in the markets this week. Have fun. One good trade at a time. Make sure to take that deep breath when you need it. Don't forget it.